Hello there. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome to this, the 18th of September. Starting a little bit early, a few minutes early. Hopefully you're doing well today. I want to humbly apologize for yesterday. I apparently forgot to take it off of sub-only mode. For those of you that don't know, I put it on sub-only mode whenever we finish the stream to protect the stream's chat from anybody coming in and posting hateful and hurtful stuff when no one's here to moderate it. So I put it in sub-only mode for that. But unfortunately, I forgot to turn it off when we did the stream yesterday. So that left us in sub-only mode for the last stream. Now, thankfully, if you missed the last stream, you can obviously still watch it. Nothing's locked behind a paywall or anything. I do think we lost a follower because of it, which that's fair. You come to follow and interact, not necessarily to subscribe and interact. So that's completely on me. If that follower ever does see this and decide to say, "Oh, I wonder what happened," I do apologize. I'm trying to protect the channel, but on sometimes I just forget to do the things. But it is officially off right now, so everyone can chat. You just have to be following and verified. But yeah, I just do that to protect the channel because with the bot followings and the hate raids and stuff like that, you can't be too safe. Now, I'm not sure if any of that is slowed down since Twitch has finally shown their hand and that they're giving a lawsuit to the people people involved that they found for most of that stuff. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if it, if people start having more or less issues with it. But yeah, for safety's sake, our after stream chat will still be sub-only mode just to make sure that no one comes in and posts random things that could be used to take down the channel. Anywho, I just wanted to talk about that up front. It was not my intention to leave it in sub-only mode. I don't think I will ever intentionally run a stream in sub-only mode. I don't hold me to that. There might be situations where like a brand new game comes out and it's very like spoilery, like people are coming in and spoil very quickly. We might do a sub-only mode for something like that, but other than like very like anomalous occasions, I don't ever intend to have it to where no one, people cannot interact for free. That's kind of the point. Yeah. I wish there was a reminder for me that'd be like, hey, by the way, you're in sub-only mode. That would be exceptionally helpful. Unfortunately, I thought I hit the switch yesterday and I didn't, and the people that were watching me or interacting apparently were already subscribed, so they don't get a warning as far as I know that it's in sub-only mode. I do want to point out, I believe if you use your, I call them kindness coins, yeah, for 350. So if you watch for like a few minutes, you can send a message in sub-only mode. So if you notice in sub-only mode and you can't chat, just throw me one of those, like, you just go under the chat, there's a little bubble, and you can spend your points there. So if you have points, you can spend that for like hydrate and stretch, and if you have a lot of points, well, not a lot of points, 5,000 wear headphones backwards. Highlight my message, but if you look the second one, it's send a message in sub-only mode, I believe. So definitely you could definitely use that one if you notice we're in sub-only mode for whatever reason, and just ask. I don't know if I can give channel points back. That would be an interesting thing. I'll have to check on that, but there you go. That is the free way of bringing it to my attention. I will try to better remember. I think what I'm going to start doing is before I start the stream, I'll turn it off, like right before as I'm preparing the stream, I'll turn it off to make sure that that doesn't happen again. And again, I do humbly apologize. That was completely on me and completely unintentional. So hopefully the follower comes back and wants to interact with us. If not, I'm sorry, but I understand. All right. Yeah, I think we are ready to just go ahead and jump into more Outer Worlds. I don't know if we're going to finish the DLC today. We're on the second DLC for those of you that were not able to catch the stream yesterday. So we are working our way through that. We finished the first one. We're working our way through the second one. We've met our antagonist, kind of. They're just kind of a silhouette on a screen. They told us that this is where Marauders came from. So we will see how that all interacts. We had to go to one place to open the other areas. Right now we're going to a signal tower. Oh, that is exceptionally loud in my ears. But yeah, we are doing Peril on Gorgan. And of course, once we get done with this, we'll finish up the main story, because they gave us the, hey, once you go to this place, no going back message. And that was good enough for me to go, you know what, let's just go ahead and start the DLCs. So, first one was really good. This one's interesting so far. I do like that it feels a bit different than other planets. It doesn't feel like they just slap down a new coat of paint on like a planet. This one's very like canyon ravine-esque, you know, kind of design. I think we've already been in here. We are level capped, by the way. Level cap is 36. So if you're wondering why we're not getting any XP, that would be why. All right, so let's see. I think we opened up some stuff. I don't know if this facility is open. We did open a couple facilities, I think, when we did the...
Got it. Inside voices.
Where'd you go? Okay, yeah, that is not one of the places we unlocked. It was... Chem Lab. I believe the Chem Lab was one of the ones that we unlocked. I may be mistaken, but... No. No, it is not. Alright, go to the Musgrave clearance mostly. Okay, so we have to go off planet. Interesting. Not expecting that. Also, Byzantium does not like us, so that's always fun too.
Captain, transmission request from Ambrose Manor.
Mm-hmm.
Captain! Imagine my surprise when I saw the Unreliable leaving Gorgan with so much urgency and purpose. Tell me you found Mother's journal. I'm positively dying for good news. Someone? You mean someone still has access to the facility? Oh, after all this time. Who was it? That doesn't narrow it down, but I think you're onto something. Make sure you have eyes on the back of your head. I doubt we've seen the last of this human vexation. If I know Spacer's choice, getting past the lockdown will be more complicated than just hitting a big red button. You'll need authorization.
Yep.
And layers of it. I seem to recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgan's R&D personnel, but not close enough to invite them over for dinner and cocktails, if you get my meaning. By now, they'll have moved on with their lives. If only I could do the same. I knew Mother was involved with some important chemical trials, but I had no idea her pet project was adrenatime. Adrenatime is a working man's stimulant, like a caffeinoid. Very popular at launch, though the marketing quieted down over time. What? No. I mean, there's some very morbid wording in the fine print, but I had no idea adrenatime could make marauders out of people. That's it. That must be it. Spacer's Choice is keeping their dirty little secret about adrenatime off the record. We have to find Mother's journal. If we don't, then Spacer's Choice gets away with murder. I only hope we aren't too late.
Okay.
Adrenatime was touted as the working man's best friend. A drug that boosted productivity with no adverse effects. The promise of adrenatime cannot be overstated. Exhaustion and fatigue were supposed to be obsolete. Workplace accidents would be things of the past. For whatever reason, the drug never lived up to that promise. I don't know. And thanks to Spacer's Choice, we may never find out. I know that I'd like to see a colony where the promise of adrenatime was fulfilled. And I doubt I'm the only one. Thank you. I certainly ought to know what I'm doing. I spent years trying to break into pharmaceuticals, professionally speaking. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She didn't think I had the wit to succeed in her line of work. Safe travels. If your leads give you any trouble, be sure and give them some trouble back, yes? That's the spirit. Until next time, my good captain.
Alright. Let us go acquire... My guess is we get to play the get a card to get a card to get a card thing. Basically, it's like security clearance 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, basically we have to work our way through different clearances is what I'm guessing that this is going to end up. But we need like a base level clearance in order to get to that, so...
Hey, I know your face. You're wanted by the board. Wow. You're a living, breathing outlaw. That is, until security outside gets their eyes on you, but let's not spoil the moment. If you're here for the annual Canid review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior. This greeting constitutes your confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating. Oh, that's just so encouraging to hear. I'll just go ahead and add your comment to my permanent record. Now then, how can I help you? Mr. Mostly is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his canid Laplace into our competition. You should find Mr. Mostly just inside the prep room. We find that our clients enjoy the appearance of participating in illegal activities. Secrecy contributes to a feeling of indecency.
This kind of thing's pretty common. Bijou's used to do a prison-themed night. Served fish sticks with tartarus sauce.
Oh yeah, prison-themed night was the best. Plus, they gave away limited edition designer handcuffs. The Musgrave family collection was intended to be a gallery of fine art. And here we are, using this place to practice semi-legal canid shows. Scandalous, isn't it? That's privileged information. I really shouldn't tell you. That's a fair point. All right, I'll tell you. But just keep this between us. Musgraves own one of Earth's largest private collections of art and literature. They were going to have the entire collection shipped all the way to Halcyon. Unfortunately, that collection never arrived. We haven't heard anything from the delivery convoy, and there's some purely hypothetical concern that the collection might be, well, I was going to say indefinitely delayed by unforeseen and unknowable circumstances, but yes, let's go with that. Anyway, that's as much as I can tell you. Maybe anything else?
Interesting.
Oh, just hear me out.
Hey, Maverick Johnston's newest star. I've got a question for you. Do you know the interesting thing about canid shows? Oh, but there is, if one possesses an eye for statistics. Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility. Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers. In other words, if you put enough canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility. What gave me away? Wait, don't tell me. You've read my monograph, Putting the Us in Calculus, or How to Use Mathematics to Find Your Statistically Significant Other. I'm afraid
Nice.
I don't really do autographs, but yes, I am Clarence Mostly. Oh. Then you're not here about my monograph. It's true, I was involved with Project Gorgan, but that chapter of my life is long since closed.
Not anymore.
I don't know what you want with Gorgan or with me, but let me give you some free advice, Let the past go. Live in the moment. Enjoy the party. Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance, but I know two people who do. The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgan, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason. Right, of course. Thank you for reminding me. Point well taken. I want a favor from you. Do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That way, we don't have to rely on mutual trust. A grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy, and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have. My Canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other Canid in this review. Better average sprinting time, superior gait coefficient, optimal anatomical symmetry. I didn't bother entering little Laplace in this pointless contest. He's already won on paper, you see. That trophy. Head into the main hall and take the elevator down into the maintenance tunnel. The maintenance tunnel is the only way up into the trophy room. Some technician barred the door shut on our end. Oh, you're quite welcome. I look for... What's up? At the moment, nothing. You get...
Okie dokie.
It's not canid hunting I object
Real slick.
Oh, security.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. Quick save.
I sure hope these folks don't mind us borrowing this. I can take a hint.
Aw, can't get the most dangerous game. It's not really that big of a deal. The cool weapons are not great. Oh yeah, we can just... Bye, everybody.
Oh, you don't have to be scared of these Canids, Captain. I don't think they're gonna hurt you.
You know, the careers of 9 out of 13 actors end. My trophy! Look at this thing! If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly. Lifting the emergency lockdown requires override.
You said that already.
Hemlab and human inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers. Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts with a reasonable margin of error. I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are... Nonsense. I just needed a good old-fashioned... Let me stop you there. I don't accept anything for free. And if you're going to analyze me, I'd have to go through the trouble of hiring you on contract. Think what you will of my intentions, my calculation. As far as I know, Jasper Lowe and Marion Blakesley are the only two surviving researchers with high-level clearance. If you want to lift the lockdown on the manufactory, you'll need to send an override from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I know it feels like you're being led on. What is that color? Remember, this is Spacer's Choice we're talking about. You did fetch a trophy for my little applause. Technically, that makes you my... No need to sound so astonished. My eye! I was wondering where I'd misplaced that old thing. Every eye possesses unique dimensions, not unlike a fingerprint. An eye makes excellent proof of... I'd rather not get into the details. If Spacer's Choice ever asks you to test out their new model of monocle,
Oof.
just say no. Well, that's rather responsible of you. I'll put a good word...
Okay. So... now we are going to Olympus. So I guess it turns out that those extra planets were for the DLC. I need to fix my camera. Hold on a second. Oh, this webcam is such a atrocious monstrosity sometimes. There we go. It gets this weird like half a second delay for some reason. I don't know.
Someone has left a threatening message on your terminal, Captain. I was unable to...
What a handsome vessel you have, little weasel, unreliable. Registered one, but that's not you. You stole it from him just as you intend to steal Gorgan from me. Steal something dear for you and change your ship, your crew, your life. Fair is fair after all. Aw, we don't have high enough hack to... That's unfortunate. And we can't get high enough hack because we can't get any more levels. So that means we're probably going to be going to Hephaestus and Typhon as well. Wait, what? Why? Oh. We have two locations. Also, I'm gonna guess the person on the screen is Minnie's mother. She survived the project and now she's trying to destroy it or trying to use it for her own gain. I don't know. Trying to manufacture the perfect version of it, something like that. I don't know what her intentions are, but I'm gonna guess that it is her.
Why do I get the feeling they're not here to welcome us?
Hey you, over here. Let's chat. Whoa, 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 it's risen. Oh, fuck it, damn it. Every time. So, hey, you trespassing, and I'm armed. Maybe take a second look at your life choices, pal. Yeah, I know that lady. I know she's looking for, solitude. She hired us to make sure no one comes sniffing around. Guess that's bad news for your plan there. Yeah, we're the gardeners. We keep order back here on these dangerous streets. Hallways. You know what I mean. Anyway, Blakesley's given us standing orders to strongly discourage anyone who tries to come in. I like to, extrapolate from there. This deal with Blakesley's pretty sweet. We get paid, and we get fresh greens every week. My gums never looked healthier. What? Shit. Insurance, you said? Fine, I guess.
I see what you did there, and I'm impressed.
Look, we won't give you trouble, but I can't say the same about Blakesley. She's got some crazy setup in there, so if you get shot, don't come complaining to me. This one's clear, guys.
Some days.
Smooth, Captain.
You have to be kidding me. I thought I made myself clear. Wait, what's with this camera? Hello? Damn it. Look, I get it. Some people need things spelled out for them. I'm sure one of the auto mechanicals can explain.
She sounds like a ghoul from Fallout. Just got that kind of raspiness. Okay, that's gonna be our way out. Got it. All right.
You hear that humming? Sounds like some kind of generator.
I mean, right through here. Oh my.
So who the fuck? Oh, wait, hang on. I can't hear a damn thing. I'm just gonna shut this thing off. Right. Marion Blakesley. What can I do for you, Miss Home Invasion? Spacer's Choice send you? Took your sweet time. Gorgan? I holed up in the forgotten cargo bay of a rotting colony ship just so I could never hear that name again. But here you are. That bastard. Is he still only mostly worthless, or has he achieved mathematical perfection in that regard? He'll be on to the next hobby in a week. Clearance lacks the attention span for this sort of thing. Someone wants to dig up the past, and you're the shovel, right? Huh. All soft clay here, pal. You want to know about HIA? I'll tell you. Corporate demanded a product they could throw onto shelves. That put the squeeze on low at Chem to develop formulas. Samples. But how do you know if the product works? You run tests, see what happens. That's where human inquiry and auditing came in. I ran HIA, and HIA ran the tests again and again and again. And what happens is a whole lot of wasted time and even more bodies. Testing supervisor. I designed the initial testing regimens, managed the staff, made sense of the test results. Tried to anyway. People are complicated, and I don't just mean the test subjects. Try and avoid working with people if you can. It always gets messy.
Especially the people who pay you.
Hey, it's just advice. You've heard the adverts, right? Work day and night, still feel refreshed the next morning. Now, what we tested for was dexterity, efficiency, compliance. the traits of a good employee. Numbers never came out right. I could have pumped gallons of those chemicals into every living soul in this colony. Wouldn't have changed that. What we got was marauders. Yeah, good luck making that one stick. It's in the fine print, you know. Whatever was in those chemicals, it didn't matter what tests we ran. We kept getting the same results. The proto-adrenatime solution was both monstrously addictive and had catastrophic effects on the psyche and intellect. A real boon to the colony. We had a few weird accidents, escapes, minor setbacks. But one day, all the test subjects got loose. Sabotage, they said. It wasn't just us. All of the facilities got hit hard. Shut us down for a while. That turned out to be the last straw. Nah, didn't much care by then. Don't care much now. Spacer's Choice wasn't getting much use out of us anymore, so they shuttered the project, kicked Adrenatime out the door. And I came here. Indulge a scientist. What do you want out of this investigation of yours? Trying to liven up your memoir? Really? What good can that possibly do? Your crew feel the same? Heck of a world out here for the shy types. What do you get out of headbutting murderous auto mechanicals for your captain here?
A family. Or something near to it. We don't always get along or nothing, but what family does?
Fair enough. That's all I've got. Here, I still have this pass. Don't much feel like hanging on to it anymore.
Okay.
Made my exit the moment the project started falling apart. Had to steal some credentials.
Also, the name of that quest was a Clockwork Mock Apple. Which is a reference to a Clockwork Orange. Which is both the book and the movie.
Fake demands for their passwords. That's when they didn't just leave codes written down on pieces of paper. If I couldn't talk my way out past a simple facility lockdown, I'd be working for Rizzo's. That'll get you inside. What you do from there, that's up to you. Come on, I've left it behind me. Yeah, well, you have to go on, don't you? Guilt's a useless emotion. What good is thinking about the past over and over and over again? Please, I don't need... Fine. Fine, here, I remember one of my access codes. Just punch in the keypad equivalent for replication. Should get you into the offices. Maybe get you to my terminal a little sooner. Go test that persistence of yours out on Gorgan.
I don't know why we'd attack her.
Yeah. I'll make sure the auto mechanicals...
That didn't bother me on the way in. What are you talking about? Alright. Easy peasy. I don't know why you would attack her. Maybe out of spite, be like, hey, you were a part of the project and you're a terrible person. Bop. Wait. I don't know. I don't feel like it's worth doing that. It's Matt. We found Matt. We killed Matt Spratt. Nice. We killed the owner of the Spratt place. Spratt Shack. Although I'm curious. I am curious if we find another Spratt on Groundbreaker, if they're all going to be called Matt Spratt, or if it was just that one. It'd be hilarious if all of them were called Matt Spratt. No. Alright, now we need to go to the other place. I want to go ahead and grab both of them before we head back to Gorgan.
Captain, an unknown vessel is approaching our ship. Their intentions are currently indeterminate. Once I deduce their intentions, I will play one of two audio signals. A cheerful fanfare if they are friendly, alarms if they are hostile. Their intentions are no longer unknown. At precisely this moment, Captain? No. Within the next 60 to 90 seconds? Yes. The unknown vessel has deployed a boarding mechanism. They will attach themselves to our airlock and attempt boarding shortly. That sound indicates that a boarding mechanism has successfully attached to our airlock. Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we are currently in the process of being boarded. I have been programmed to simulate joy and excitement at the opportunity to test my limited defensive capabilities. Captain Hawthorne installed a lethal shock trap on our airlock in the event of an invasion. I am prepared to deploy this trap. I understand. Allow me to rectify my oversight. Captain, please be informed that our airlock has a death trap installed. The invading ship appears to be a decommissioned storage vessel. The crew are either pirates or freelancers. My opinion... Their ship is using a tracking device too sophisticated for their primitive astrogator. I conclude if you prefer to make an escape, I can disable their boarding mechanism. However, as long as that tracking device remains on board their ship... Yes, Captain. I am capable of deploying the unreliable... This is a temporary... Understood, Captain. I will be deploying the Unreliable's lethal deterrence system. Now initiated. Now working I'll lock up behind you.
Okay. So whoever's running the show has more pull around the couch. Freebooters. Okay. Interesting. Oh, they have grenades, but there's no grenades in this game.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Too, I can't pull their power supply out. Must be another direction we can go around here. This one? Yeah, okay. Hall of Famer tossball stick. Nice. Pretty good, pretty good. Lucky Spratfoot. Nice. What is that? Guess it's just like a a treasure or something. Being attacked by a tossball team? Killing so many people has made you uneasy when fighting humans. Guilt-ridden. Ranged weapons sway. Ranged weapons spread. Well, we're not using ranged weapons, so that's just a free perk point. Plus, that gives us more damage for the damage per flaw. Guess we'll go with the armor one. Yeah, no.
You know, I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping you'd play by the rules. We could have had a good old-fashioned boarding. Now you're barging into my office, muddying tracks all over my floor. A little respect for the shit. Is that too much to ask? I'd take your word for it, but I haven't made up my mind about you. You're the captain of the Unreliable. Dropped out of the sky in Emerald Vale, and whatever you've been doing on Gorgan, you've upset my employer. You and I are in a bit of a situation. I don't get paid unless you're dead. And a man's gotta make a living. You understand. Well, it's not like I've got much of a choice here. If you're willing to be reasonable, I'm willing to put away the coach persona. My team and I were contracted to apprehend the Unreliable, eliminate its crew, and dispose of the captain. I couldn't tell you who hired me, even if I wanted to. The contract's anonymous. No names, no faces, just money and a target. I can't turn down a job like that. You understand.
Oh, we don't have enough money for that. Aww. Messages. Error. Target is unreliable. Intercept. Eliminate. Firefly company is currently experiencing exciting period of growth and change. Oof. Oh, they discontinued the Fireflies. Oof. That must be,
Nicely done.
rough. I would have talked him out of it, but, you know, we didn't have the money or the skill to do so. But we just murdered, well, yeah, we'll call it murder. We just murdered a tossball team, so that's going to be on our record forever. Another way out of here? There has to be, right? No. Okay. Do, 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 do. And now we need to remove the tracking device. Inventory logs. Decommissioned by Firefly. Navigation no longer maintains inventory into... Okay. Vendor no longer exists. Interesting. This is a very powerful person if they're still doing all this from Gorgan.
Welcome back, Captain. I understand you have resolved your differences with our former boarding party. Are you ready to depart? Understood, Captain. Resuming our course.
Okay. Pharmaceutical station. Oh.
What happened to these poor folks?
Someone beat us to the punch.
The one that did this.
Reception log. No visitors. No visitors. Can't finish the game of solitaire. Desk unmanned. Unsuccessfully hunted for missing cards. Candidate desk. We run on a caffeinoid. Venturing outside. Varied attempts on on-site inspection. Sometimes I look over the ledge. Oof.
Great work.
Oh, looks like this is an anti-Cleo's station.
That was quick.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do. It worked out, I guess.
Great work.
I'll keep it down.
Roast.
Beat him down. Little concussed there. All right.
I may be you.
Okay. Control lab.
Nicely done. That was clean. And I won't have any new battle scars.
Yeah, sneeze, I think. Oof. Didn't think about using our what's it called? Our time dilation for stealth. I know I'm killing everything. We don't get any more experience, so. Oh, yes, yep.
One team is a tragedy.
Hello. Working on anti-Cleos, huh? We'll talk to you in just a second. We have to steal all your stuff. Probably don't need it. Probably.
Shush. No talking. Concentrating. Damn it. I almost almost had it. The formula was in my mind, and I almost had it. I was so I could practically taste it. You really did pick the worst time to manifest. Oh, hang on. I see what's happening. You're real. Ergo, not a hallucination. This is interesting. I have several questions for you. Let's start with the obvious. Who are you, and how are you even alive? No, you don't. There's nothing interesting in the chem lab. There's nothing interesting in Gorgan at all. Gorgan is a featureless rock dragged along by the gravitational current of a barren asteroid belt. The chem lab is a graveyard. You won't find anything there but the dead. Well, it wasn't me. I've been stuck in this place for ages. In any case, it's becoming obvious you're not listening to sensible warnings. If you've set your heart on exploring my old labs, I won't try to dissuade you. Indulge me with a favor, and I'll give you the access you want. The electromechanical turbine is offline. Without any power, I can't possibly continue my work. Be a dear. No, I'm not stepping out of my lab. Take the elevator to the storm platform at the top of this facility. Of course you do. One thing at a time, my chatty.
I love how they're all like, ah, I see you want information. How about I don't give that to you until you do the task? Fine. Fix your frickin' turbine. Ooh, that's a fast elevator. Ah, it's probably because it has to go all the way up. Space! Not really. We're still on Olympus, but... Hello? Huh, no wonder no one comes up here. Diagnosis. Power 1 and 2 offline. Makes sense, given the storm. Okay. Let's go flip on this one. And boop. Now we go turn on the turbine.
We don't see that every day, Captain.
Nice. Wanna do a little bit of a looky-loo. Oh, we could have probably snuck back here and turned off all the things. What's the fun in that? Nothing like unlocking a thing that has nothing in it. Alright, let's head back. Whee! Yeah, we definitely did the Fallout healing item thing. We have 706 adrenos. It's too many healing items. Oh yeah, I was like, wait, where's the door? We have to go down. Alright, we did the thing.
Facilities back on the grid, and my pipes again floweth with the sweet, sweet essence of my salvation. I suppose I have you to thank for realigning the machine. Of course, Jasper, you imbecile. You'll need my voice to get into the chem lab. I'm obviously not coming with you, so I'm giving you a recording of my dulcet speech. This recording should get you into the chem lab. I hope whatever you're after is worth the trauma. I wouldn't go back there if I was higher than the mercury levels in a can of salt too. Wait, take my gun while you're at it.
Employee benefits,
if you end
nice.
up dying on Gorgan, there's a non-zero chance I'll feel partial. Die, perhaps? Automechanical sentries are generally programmed to ignore corpses. I don't like the idea of going back to that place, to that life. Yes, I know it's not me risking my throat gallivanting around Gorgan. It's you, for whatever madcap reasons you've got. I've helped you once, and I don't feel great about it. I made a clean break from Gorgan, and now it feels like you're... I suppose you've got a point. Or something resembling a point. I'm emotionally addled right now, and I'm allowing my sentiments to get the better of me. Here, my personal security keycard. There's a hallway near the processing room. It leads to a
Okay. There's a way to turn off security. That is exceptionally helpful. Anthracillin. Wait, where do I want us to go? Oral scanner? Wait, I'm confused. Does it want us to go down? I don't even know how we pull that off. We sent somebody's message. Oops. Oh, here we go. There we go. Alright. Quick save. Let's go. Alright, so now everything we have we can take back to Gorgan.
We are now in orbit above Gorgan.
Nice. Quick save.
We'll be here, Captain.
Swim and shine. Diet toothpaste. Yep. Alright. So I guess let's go the HIA building first. Probably switch our quest. There. God, this place just spits out marauders. So there should be one more. All right. There should be also a recording in here. Do.
Oh my law. What is that smell?
Whatever it is, we're up to our ankles in it.
Welcome to Human Emporium Auditing, the Spacer's Choice Facility. My name is Dr. Marion Blakeslee, and I'd like to congratulate this important task. Whatever your tasks, know that as of today, each of you will be part of something greater. Together, we will unlock the path to discoveries. Profit always.
Our brightest minds did their dirtiest work here. We made people.
We say they did work here. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm thinking it's the mother. Also, whenever they say mother, they reference it with a capital M, which could also be, you know, oh, that's just what we called her. That was our title. But I feel like that is a very specific way to reference, like, someone who is taking care of these subjects.
I thought these folks were supposed to be volunteers. Why do they got them bunking like prisoners?
Well, at least they kept him close to the drugs.
But yeah, I'm guessing it's the mother. She's been working here all this time.
Welcome, volunteers. This office environment is where we will test your communication, paper management, and self-motivation skills. This is your time to shine. You may just find yourselves doing similar. Remember, compliance with all instructions from facility personnel is stipulated in your contracts.
Alright, so that's what the persuade got us. Was a shortcut.
I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. I don't want to see no more. I can't take this.
I'm washing my memory out with a bottle of Spectrum Red once we're back on the ship.
$52F. Oh, they were betting. Oof. They were betting on the... What do you call them? Subjects. Can't get in there. Shock and awe.
Yeah, there you are. Is this... It's off, right? I don't understand these contraptions.
Dr. Blakely, ma'am, I've come to say that it's time.
I don't know how much more of this I can take, Captain. I'm about...
Ambrose, yeah. Condolences. Deceased volunteers. Ollie Ambrose? Hmm. Bancroft.
Look, I've seen some messy operating tables, but this is a first, and hopefully a last.
All this cruelty done to regular working folks without even a shred of regret. And what's dogging me is... why? They knew, Captain. Spacer's Choice knew all along what Adrenatime did, and they sold it anyway.
I didn't think Spacer's Choice was capable of causing this much harm. Competently, I mean. I just wonder if that heiress isn't gonna collapse on her fainting couch when she gets that journal, whatever it holds.
Ben, there you are. Is this... It's off, right? I don't understand these contraptions.
Dr. Blake,
Ah. Hmm.
Dr. Blakesley, ma'am, I've come to say that it's time. I'm gonna do it.
Do what?
I'm gonna try for one of the shuttles.
You little shit. You've lost your mind.
If I can just make it to the lab.
Getting out of here? Good.
It's almost over. We'll be out of here by October.
Ma'am, it's January. You're recording, by the way.
Damn it!
Oh boy. Well, that's the thing too. People, it's what's that? Plausible deniability. People would prefer not to know what goes on and what is done for these discoveries. And unfortunately, that's the kind of stuff that happens. People believe that if they just cover their eyes and believe it's not that bad, then they don't have to worry about it. But that's not how it works. The world is or at least can be a cruel thing. There we go.
The drug's not ready for release yet. The side effects are immaterial.
So it's dangerous. Perhaps it results in some thrilling mutations. Forearms, maybe? Or a second head?
Try delusion, paranoia, gastric bleeds, violence, and fatal insomnia. Shall I enumerate every way our volunteers have died? Suicide by automech, suicide by hanging, starvation.
Cut the recording, Georgie.
You sure, boss? I just put on a new cylinder. Stroke, spontaneous combustion, internal exsanguination.
Just turn it off.
Okay. There we go. Alright, now we should have... Can't do that one just yet. Chem lab should be next. Fake windows.
Guess we're gonna have to listen to this Jasper guy one last time.
You think the voice lock's hard to make? Kinda wonder if I should put one in the bathroom to keep Sam from smashing up the toilet.
This facility is complete.
We attest to the zest with our hand on our chest. Be impressed as our guest by what we've finessed. You are blessed to ingest what we thoroughly test. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice.
That's free.
Alright.
Almost hard to believe something so awful as Adrena time came from a place that looks so... normal. Normal aside from the bodies, I mean. And the blood. Oh, so much blood.
What is it about Eve that eludes that tiny little I've switched on the laboratory's security system. I trust the mechanicals will sort you out. Good luck.
And here I was, hoping we'd have the place to ourselves.
You think that could have been the spooky boys from OCI? The one calling themselves...
The Ghost.
The Ghost?
Oh. Okay, well that didn't work out. I was hoping we could turn them off, but our hack is not high enough. Tanaka's Peacekeeper. Ah, did not mean to fall down here, but sure. Guess this is where we're going now.
Not even a scratch.
System up.
Okay.
Oh, this is where that uppity lab coat worked, huh?
Wait, someone's talking. Who is Ollie Ambrose?
Since we've been traveling together, we've visited a lot of places that set my teeth on edge. This here makes my skin crawl.
I've seen some reckless operations, but it's like they were trying to get people killed. I'd say everything did. Still, Spacer's Choice spent a fortune on this place. Filled it with the best and brightest lab coats they could find, and this is what they came up with?
Olivia. Okay, her name's Olivia. You can see it in the quest marker.
All it takes is a few slack wits at the top for even a good job to go south.
I get now why Miss Ambrose would want to clear her mom's name. If the folks responsible for Edgewater's woes tried to blame him on my dad, I couldn't have let it stand.
Yeah, so, alright, now that we've cleared this place out, we need to make sure we pick up this.
Gonna be a relief to see the stars again. This cave's making me all jumpy.
miss the tape? Seems like it was back a little bit. There it is.
It's Georgie. If you're hearing this, you must still be holed up at the Sprat Shack. And you're not gonna like this one bit. I was trying to steal our recordings when things went crazy. I know. Like I said, sorry. And I'm gonna be in a heap of trouble if I don't get them, so if you want to save my bacon, you need to do it for me. I need the 3 interviews we did with Ambrose, this one here, plus another recording of my own. I left that last... I left that last one with a guy who owed me a favor at the garbage processing office in the chemical waste ravine. I'll leave an automech near Stellar Freighting. It'll want all 5 recordings.
Make him regret it.
I'll leave an automech near Stellar Freighting. It'll want all 5 recordings, plus a passphrase. Glacial Age. Oh, and don't listen to my log, alright? Just stay safe and keep your head down.
Alright. So far, so good. We've got one more of these to go, and we have the final area to open. So, how are we doing on time? We're doing excellent on time. Excelente. So the only places we haven't explored is here, but it says there's hostels nearby, so let's... Oh, I see. Is there a way for us to get... Guess we're gonna have to fight these things. That's what I was trying to avoid. Alright. So... upper exterior. Go to the upper exterior and get this last recording so we can turn that in. Wipe feet. Okay.
Dr. Ambrose, tell me about Adrenatime. What does it do?
Hasn't Clarence already dumped a pile of promotional materials on your head?
Where's the fun in that? My listeners want to hear it in your own words.
It's an injectable drug that improves a patient's speed, awareness, mental acuity, and endurance. In moderation, adrenatime will uplift the laboring classes by strengthening their minds and work ethic.
That's quite the mission. What's driving this vision of uplift?
I am a solutions-oriented woman. I see a problem and I am moved to solve it. Poverty is one such problem. Through science, I believe we can improve the poor, and in so doing, improve Halcyon.
Woman named Georgie asked Roscoe to deliver portable phonographs to her personal automech near Stellar Freighting. Turn the... Interesting. So there's a bit of a... There's a choice here. I'm very curious... why. We're gonna put a quick save outside. Maybe we can ask him about it?
Hey, there you are. Did you manage?
Can I ask you something?
Adrenatime.
Oh.
Fair point. Not much except that there... Doctor... Everything seemed like... Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe, guy who headed up Chem. Dr. Ambrose really had it out for this guy Lawrence Goodfellow. Ran OCI. Would lose his shit if he saw red on a schedule. By the end, I heard folks were turning in completely had this little... Oh yeah, it wasn't just that Dr. Ambrose... A regular
I know you're half jesting, mister, but...
Shit, blood, trust us. They left a...
My editor said my prose was too purple. And here... Not a... Of course.
Okay, hold on. Can we find these? They should be under quest, right? Junk quests. Do we deliver it to him or the... Let's see what happens when we give it to the other thing. And then we'll probably give it to him because he's asked for it, but... I'm real curious what this decision is.
This unit is current. Please read. Error. Tilt alarm. Please do not kick. This unit is please read. Have a bet. This unit, please. Error. This unit, please. Error. Tilt. This unit will now engage. This unit, please. Error. Tilt. Oh. Collect. This unit, please. Error. Oh. This
okay.
Unit, please. Have a...
We can't give it to the mech? I'm confused. We need the passphrase was glacial something, right? I guess we can't do this?
This is so stupid. Georgie,
Ah.
what are you got those drinks? Don't tell me it's Glacial Age again.
When did you become this picky? Beer's beer. Hey, what are we celebrating anyway?
1 year on assignment. Only 10,000 more to go.
No shit. And that makes it 1 year trapped in this goddamn closet.
1 year getting chewed out by Olivia Ambrose for doing our jobs.
1 year drinking stolen beer.
And 1 year as partners. In crime. Partners in crime.
Hey, you okay? Your face is all red. Let me get you some water. Hold on.
Partners, Georgie? Are you out of your mind? Get it together!
This unit, please. Have a...
I'm rather confused. Doesn't look like this is an option, although it says it is. There's no computer. And we can't do anything. I'm confused. Okay. Deliver the phonographs to Georgie's automact. A woman named Georgie asked Roscoe to deliver portable phonographs to her personal automech near Stellar Freighting. I don't... Okay, well, it doesn't look like we can do... Doesn't look like we can do that side of it, so... I guess we'll just give it to him. Either it's bugged or I missed something and we can't go back and listen to the phonographs, can we? Oh, we can. Georgie, if you're hearing this, hold up the Sprat Shack. You're gonna like this. You're not gonna like this. Trying to steal recordings, heap of trouble. Need interviews with Ambrose. This one here, plus another recording of my own. I left the last one. I'll have automech. It'll want 5 recordings plus a passphrase. Glacial Age. Oh, and don't listen to my log. All right, it's just stay safe. Yeah, we should have the 5 recordings plus that one. Five recordings. Plus the one we just picked up, which is not here for some reason. Yeah, it must be bugged. Because we have the password, we have the phonographs, we have everything. Let me Google this to make sure I'm not missing something. What's this quest called? Quest. Electric Fling. Yeah, the second thing comes up is Outer Worlds bug. I'm unable to turn the phonographs into edit. There's a quest called Electrifying in Peril of Gorgan. There are 2 places you could turn in. Open dialogue, kick the robot. Edit to page of the quest. Sent a support ticket in April of 2021. That was this year. Today is June 10th, 2021. Still have this bug. You can only kick the robot, turn in. Okay, so it is a known bug that is not getting fixed. Got it. Roscoe, my friend.
Hey, there you are. Did you... Well, I'll be damned. Now I can finally get off this rock and go home. I know it's not much, but take the last... My pockets? Oh, sure, here's a... She couldn't have been. We were together all the time. Except... Oh, shit. My weekly calls with headquarters. What could she even want to ask Olivia? Good fucking law. Headquarters would kill me if they knew. Right after they killed her. Hell. Being stuck here might have been the only... No, I mean... I don't know. Sometimes it seemed like there could be, when we were servicing the phonographs, or sharing a beer, but... Who'd be interested in some forgotten old bastard like me? No shit, that's why I never brought it up with her. Wouldn't have been right. And anyway, unauthorized fraternization between employees is... But that's all you need to know about any other horrible truths you want to reveal to me? Listen, I appreciate you telling me what happened with those recordings, but... I need some time to... Yeah, I'll see you.
Okay. So that is a known bug. You should be able to tell it turn it into the auto mech, but unfortunately, well, that is not the case. Rendezvous at... Oh yeah, we need to do the llama. Ha! Totally forgot about the llama. We'll do the llama, and then we'll make our way up to the top side of the map. And then we'll be able to maybe finish up this DLC. Alright, where is the llama? Oh yeah, it was up this way. Alright, so before we go into OCI, let's whip our way around to the llama. Alright, so if this is the front, we need to go north. We can follow the road, basically. What is that? Ice? Shiver. Okay, these things are ice-based. That's a new element. Too bad we don't have access to it. At least that I know of.
Anyone else feel like the walls are almost leaning in?
Oh, she actually echoes.
Right behind you, Captain. Promise.
Frost sore. This isn't even a direction. Of where we wanted to go, but Virgil, Birdie to stop bringing.
Good salvage here.
Not sure what that is. All right, The dead end's what that is. Some like gold in these hills.
I hear something big scuttling over yonder.
Yeah, there's probably a frost queen. There she is. Go ahead and hit her with a stun. Mega Ice Queen. She guarding anything nice? Coolant distributor. The answer was yes. Probably a science gun though. Oh, it's not. Heavy weapon. Chilled. Alright, we're gonna... Doesn't do as much damage. But I feel like that's gonna be a good... Like, the chilled is probably very strong. It slows people down, I would assume. So, we're gonna let her have it. Wait, does killing the queen do something weird to these? What is this?
I figured the mines were gonna be trouble. Didn't think they'd be crawling with mants. Must have gotten out of HIA a while ago, 'cause they've been busy here. Something about the tunnels here gets under your skin and into the worst parts of your head. Makes you feel not yourself. In case I don't make it out of here. Marauders. Must have followed me from OCI. Time to make tracks while the mants are busy.
We're done with that.
I'm shedding some extra weight. I'm shedding some extra weight. It's yours if you find it, whoever you are. You need it more than I do now. Benji, you remember that time? That time we... Yeah, fishing. Down on Stellar Bay. You read my mind, Benj. Black sun on the water. Waves glinting like teeth. Swallow us whole. That sky. Rock. It's whispering, Benj. Yeah, you hear it too? It's whispering, Benj. Yeah, you hear it too? Wants me to crawl. Crawl down deep. Let the beast consume. Benji,
Defaced Moonman helmet. Nice. Do we actually get something cool from that one, or is it just a decoration thing? Intimidate plus 10 and lie plus 5. Ooh. That's a spicy one. Hmm. We'll keep a hold of that. That's a pretty good thing. Also, it'd be hilarious in the scenes where they're trying to be serious and we're just sitting there with a defaced spacer's head. Alright. I saw that coming. We have a weapon? We do. Oh, there's somebody behind me.
Folks used to live here. Folks just like us, Captain.
See, this is why I prefer being a spacer.
I feel like the durability thing is also another problem I have. I just feel like I'm constantly repairing, and it, like, you can tell immediately, like, oh, something needs to be repaired because my damage has dropped by like half. And like 3 fights, it's gone from, oh, I'm just like destroying these people, to, oh no, I'm not getting literally anything done. I've never liked durability as a mechanic. I get it's supposed to, you know, be a way to manage your resources and make sure you're not, you know, spending all your resources on just upgrades and whatnot. But I feel like if it's a weapon like this, where it's a legendary or whatever they're called in this, either they shouldn't break, or it should go down so slow that it's much less noticeable. But I feel like durability is unnecessary. I really do. I don't think, because it just takes time to sit down and be like, okay, well, I gotta scrap all this stuff so I can get armor parts. Now, they put enough armor parts out in the world that it's not as bad. Like, it could be a lot worse, but it takes time that you could be spending exploring or something like that. I've never been a fan of durability, but that's just me. Like, a great example is if you've played the newest Zelda, the Breath of the Wild, which is getting a sequel, which will be fun, hopefully. They had durability on the weapons, and for that I kind of understand, because they wanted you to try all the weapons, but I also feel like they could have just made it to where you found one of each type of the weapon and used it as you explored. I don't know. I don't feel like it was necessary in that game. I wasn't too upset with it, at least not as much as some people were, which is perfectly, you know, normal or okay, or I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but it's fine. If they didn't like the durability system, that's I 100% understand, because I agree that it shouldn't have even been in there. But I don't know. I feel like durability is just a bygone RPG thing, and I don't think it's necessary anymore. Because it used to be that durability was kind of a way to force you back to town, right? That's why, well, part of the reason why durability existed in games. It also was meant to slow the pace of the game, which is what it does in this one, where, you know, it's like, okay, well, I've got to stop to repair, figure out my next move, that stuff, that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really add much in this one because all we have to do is just sit in our inventory. Hello? Oh. You know, we sit in our inventory, we hit R, we hit E, and we're done, right? There's not much more to that. Right, and then the scrapping and all that stuff. Now, I guess technically you don't always have that. You have to put enough points into something to get that. But like another thing too is they should have a thing that allows me to mark, unless I missed it. Yeah, they should have a thing that allows me to mark. Oh, cool. Anti-Cleo weapon. All of the stuff that I want to scrap and scrap it all at once. But instead, if I want to scrap that stuff, I have to do it manually. So that's all I have to do for durability. It's like, if that's all I needed to do for durability, there's no point in it being there. Like, that's my opinion, obviously. I just feel like you could probably do cooler stuff, like use armor parts for like modifications, like creating your own modifications, or use that for upgrading instead of bits. All right. Llama shaped. Oh, yeah, I see it right there. I wonder. I really do wonder if the llama shaped thing. Let's look at the quest real quick. Rendezvous at Llama. I don't know. I feel like that might be a Fortnite reference. But I might be reading a bit too much into that. But I think that would be hilarious if they made a Fortnite reference there. All right, let's continue exploring up this way, since we're already here, and we don't want to have to run all the way back up here.
I can take a hint. Here we go.
Hey, it's Charles from accounting. Hi, Charles from accounting. Goodbye, Charles from accounting. Oof. That body flying. Defaced Moonman helmet. Okay. Well, we already found one of those. Special delivery. I guess if you missed that helmet, he'd give you one. Well, we also took care of Charles from accounting, so that was one thing we were warned about. Apparently they didn't warn Charles about us, however. I don't know. I'd be interested to get you guys' take on what you think about durability and you know, game mechanics like that, where it doesn't. It seems like it's something that's the holdover from older older games and whatnot. Alright, we're gonna just fast travel and then run back.
You want to know how I'm doing? I've been hunting. That's it! Oh, I can't wait to rub this.
See here now? What's all this talk about?
We got the package. And guess what? It was where I said it would be. And this fossil? It's not a llama. Not a llama at all.
I believe I owe you an apology, First Mate.
What?
It's true. I wouldn't know an alpaca from a raptidon, and as a captain, that's a mark against my good name. Can you ever forgive me?
Llama. I don't know what to say.
I'll start. Thank you, stranger. I think you're right. What is a crew if not people who can remedy a captain's flaws now and then?
Well, what's a family for if not pointing out your flaws?
Ouch.
A good crew's like family, always there to help.
Well, thanks, Captain. Let's say we head over to the Sprat Shack and I'll buy the first round, just to show there's no hard feelings.
Llama?
Here's my cut. I'd say you've earned it. And here's a little something extra for your time.
Chrono adaptive outfit. Interesting.
Be seeing you, and thanks again.
Llama!
Okay. Let's check out this outfit we just got. Chrono adaptive, handguns, drain last. Okay. Alright, so before we go running on into the finale of this, I feel, because we've explored everywhere. We've got everything. We went to the dump, we went all over this place, there, got the item there. We're gonna go store all of our legendary special gear. I don't know what they even call it in this one. We're gonna get rid of all the special gear that we don't want to break down. We'll break down the rest of it. Alright, weapons. Hall of Fame. Oh yeah, you gotta hit E. Oh yeah, science gun. Shock and awe. Peacekeeper, just make sure there's nothing. Wall of swords, that's kind of cool. I want to check that one out. That one had a different damage type. Wall of swords. Melee durability. I guess in-ray maybe goes around like armor and stuff. There's a reason, I don't know why it would cut damage in half. That seems kind of pressurized injection suit. I feel like that's special, so we're gonna go ahead and store it. Alright, defaced Moonman. Should have 2 of those, yep. And the rest of that is scrappable. Appreciation of even tone. Ha! Llama Glama. Nice, we got a little llama book. Very puzzle hedges. Congratulations, you reached the center of... Oh, cool. We got... I was trying to see, like, what little stuff... What is this from? Not sure. Alright. Alright, cool. Graham's patch, yep. Alright, so we don't need to scrap it, we need to sell the stuff. That's the thing. I'm trying to think if there should be a vending machine near the landing pad. There usually is. I think they do that on purpose. Yeah, here we go. Let's buy more adrenos because I'm crazy like that. Alright, sell. Weapons. Armor. We'll check we didn't miss anything. Good. Okay, mods. If it's for a gun, it's gone. Melee weapon durability, critical damage, plasma. Ah, crit chance. Melee weapon speed and power damage. I don't know if we want to keep power damage. We're not really power attacking much anymore, so we'll get rid of it. I do want to keep the melee speed though. Sprint speed's cool. Carry capacity is fine. Keep that. It's not bad. Sell those. Definitely keep that one. Ranged weapon skills we don't need. Tech skills we'll keep. Melee defense we'll get rid of. Ranged weapon skills we get rid of. Corrosion armor. Oh, not bad. Sprint speed. Physical armor 3. Tech skills. Stealth skills. Dark armor. There we go. And I think we already cleaned out our... I think most of our weight now is in this. That's, yeah, that's like 75 pounds of adreno. Alright. Wait. Thought we needed to go to OCI. Did we already go to OCI? Oh, OCI was the first place we needed to go. Yeah, that was the one where we used the eyeball to get in, where we first met the person. See, by knocking Charlie off, that means Charlie's not the head of this. Well, I mean, he wouldn't be that organized. He's a marauder. So we went there. Yep. All we have left is this, because this is where the lockdown was.
Finally, the SMC. We'd better be getting...
Unseal door. F5. Time to find Olivia. I'm guessing it's Olivia. Like there's no one else they've established as the possibility of who might be the head of all this. And the only person that wouldn't have this much knowledge or this much power of the facility and the stuff would be Olivia.
Welcome to the Adrenatime.
Oh, nice. I face.
Brought to you by Spacer's Choice.
Pam.
This productivity automechanical unit is at your disposal. Its normal duties involve the management. However,
Due to the promotion, demotion, death, or injury to other managers of this facility, this unit is now the acting manager of the following departments: reception, human resources, accounting, technical support, manufacturing. Please direct any questions. According to this facility's hierarchy, there are 0 acting managers at this Spacer's Choice facility. Not to worry. If a middle manager cannot immediately be replaced, Pam can safely oversee 3.176 departments.
That's an interesting number of departments.
Pam can pick up the pieces. Uh-oh. It looks like there are intruders in this facility. Protocol recommends speaking to the head of facility. Management stretched thin? That's okay. With safety protocols disabled, Pam can manage 12.678 departments with an estimated workers' fatality rate of only 4.83 per week. After all, Pam's purpose is to answer one question: how can I increase your productivity today? Did you know that keeping your workers alive boosts productivity? That's why every PAM unit comes equipped with the latest Spacer's Choice weaponry. When PAM's emergency combat protocols are activated, your investments are sure to be protected. Warning: due to power consumption, combat protocols cannot be activated when PAM's power is below 73% without deactivating managerial Spacer's Choice policy dictates that managerial processes take priority. This unit's power rating is 57%. Hate messing with tangled cables or confusing batteries? With PAM, you'll never have to. Just pop in a Firefly brand industrial strength battery and PAM's ready to go. Out of batteries and need productivity now? No problem. Just hook Pam's power source to another auto mechanical and Pam will...
So if we have Sam with us?
In no time.
So I guess if we had Sam with us, we'd be able to... We could recharge Pam.
With the correct override codes, you can alter any of Pam's behaviors at will. Some limitations apply. Spacer's Choice does not accept legal responsibility for any injuries or traumas sustained after altering Pam. How can I... The Adrenatime Synthesis and Manufactory Center is where Spacer's Choice's newest product is being created. Get a leg up on the competition with Adrenatime. The floors below you are the sublevels and the synthesizer reactor. How can I increase your... Reminder: please do not reheat your salt tuna in the company kitchens. Save that savory smell for your own micro apartments. Pam helps each and every member of the Spacer's Choice family be the best they can be. Don't think of Pam as your boss. I'm just your pal, here to make sure that every member of the Spacer's Choice family stays on task and on schedule. With Pam at the helm, you'll never be overwhelmed. Feeling down? Pam is loaded with over 1,000 encouraging messages.
You can do it. Hang in there.
Spacer's Choice family. Schedule slipping? Not to worry. Pam tracks all of your deadlines and has the tools to whip your efficiency back into shape. You'll be a team player in no time, thanks to Pam. How can I... Emergency combat protocols cannot be engaged. Please ensure that this...
I could give it a shot. Let me just... Okay. Weird way to do that, but there ain't no accounting for sense. There we go. All I had to do was convince this old girl here that 73% was the new 100%. Easy as salt tuna and sawdust pie.
This unit's power rating is 100%. Great! Error. Employee's biometric ID does not match this unit's designated manager. Proceeding with verbal management test. Pretend that this PAM unit is one of your employees who has been working long hours.
What would you say to give them an extra pep pill in their step? Like any good manager, Pam comes equipped with an emergency pep pill dispenser. Employees passing out at their desk is a thing of the past. Verbal management test complete. Result. Employee is a
Nice.
voice manager. 94% certainty. Engaging emergency combat protocols. Stand by.
Got a big old in-ray cannon, so nuclear damage is gonna be fun.
Can't buy taste. If I didn't know better, I'd swear it was watching me.
Oh, this thing. Oh boy. Alright, 2 upper levels. Alright, Olivia, we're coming for you. HR and accounting. Entrance not for use by tech support. Alright. I'm guessing it's auto mechanicals. Nope, it's marauders. Interesting. Thought Pam was supposed to be up here helping us. Tinsley. There. Ooh, boy. Pam doing work. Glad we convinced Pam to work for us. Looks like they were just kind of scrapping these auto mechanicals for parts. Oh, can't just walk into the last area. I gotta trying to see if we could see who's over there. Oh, Pam. You gotta give us a second. We'll come assist you. Oh no, they killed Pam. Marauder drug drone. No. Okay. There's a locked door back over here. I was trying to save Pam, but Pam's dead, so. And what's this? Shock cannon hyper. All right. Yeah, there's a couple more. It's right over there. Alright. Good. Alright, we'll go that way in just a second. Let's open up the shortcut. Not working. Elevators. Just wanted to do a little looky-loo around the way before we head up here and...
Watch your hands, Captain. Be a bad time to lose them. Well, I guess any time would be a bad time, but especially now.
Alright. Do we get a boss fight in this one too? I wonder? I want a cool boss fight. Oh my god, I just realized what was going on. I got an achievement that said bad sportsman. Ugh. And I was wondering what was happening. I think what happened is if you... We'll have to test that on the next human we fight. But I think if you hit a human in the groin, it does it. Here we go. Oh. Assuming that it didn't kill them. Alright. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. But it causes like a weakened armor state. It's basically one of the target locations that you can do.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
Messages. New adventure. Systems and Serfdoms game. Nice. D&D. So it's Systems and Serfdoms. Don't worry, beginner friendly, happy to walk through character creation and more. I need the next, I need Outer Worlds 2 to have like a D&D themed DLC. That would be amazing. Or questline. I mean, in this case, it'd be Services and Serfdom, so an S and S. But still, I think that could be awesome. I love little nods like that. Alright. Alright, yeah, let's see if we can... Here we go. So if we... Yeah, see if you can weaken them. Nice. That's a nice little addition. I guess hitting anybody in the groin would weaken their defenses, yes. Kind of hard to defend yourself when you're hit in the groin. Can we go through here? We can. To Adrenatime Synthesizer. Feel like that's gonna be it. So let's use the workbench real quick. Repair all equipped. And let's check this door over here. Nope. Alright. Quick save, here we go. Guessing whatever we're looking for is up here. There's a wobbly elevator.
Phineas would love this.
There's something mystical about this thing. Almost holy. Is that weird?
A little. God from Machine is a nice reference, but
all right. Now I can finally get that journal and get the heck out of here.
I wanna look inside this. Centrifuge, Ambrose request. Update the access code to the synthesizer. Dean Ambrose. Recorded access in her journal. Okay. Alright, Olivia. Time we met, I guess. Perfecto.
Real slick.
Thank you. Prototype light pistol. Admin functions. Messages. Incoming. Outgoing. Oof. Just got a lot of messages. Deleted. Dr. Ambrose.
That's enough. Gorgan is mine. Go now, and I will not pursue you. But if you stay, I will sick every last lawless fucking mercenary and halcyon on you. It's your choice, Captain.
We're not gonna let this brat fuck tell us what to do, are we, Captain?
Starting to hope I get to meet this jerk, just so I can give him a good kick in the shins.
Okay, I figured that was gonna be where we met them. But I guess we'll meet them somewhere else. Oh, cool. A shovel. A named shovel. Also, it's kind of apropos that it's called Grave Digger, because that's kind of what we're doing. We're digging through the graves of, Oh, cool. We could have just came over here for the Pam battery. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where else we were supposed to meet them. Red tape of command. Alright. I guess we just head off. Hey, oh, maybe we'll meet them at the mansion. That makes a sensible location, seeing how they spent so much time designing it.
We are receiving an incoming signal, Captain.
Captain, I see you've made some headway on Gorgan. Mother's old work terminal just lit up with a bunch of new protocols. Very exciting. What about Mother's journal? Any progress there? Are you accusing me of deception? Captain, I would never. Can you hear me, Captain? I'm getting some interference on my end. Captain! Captain! Hello again, little weasel.
Called it. Called it. Although that one wasn't really that difficult.
I threw nearly everything I had at you, and you overcame it all. Well spotted, Captain. We've both played our roles well, but it seems you've got the edge.
I have a literal edge, yes, it's a sword.
Gravely underestimated you. You were smart to hire her, Wilhelmina. Well done. Mother, you're alive! And still on Gorgan? Something tells me we've only seen the beginning. This is so you, Mother. Inserting yourself where you aren't needed and at the worst possible time.
Am I disrupting your vanity project? You empty-headed little twit.
Have you come back just to ruin everything again, Mother? At least this time I have the power to stop you.
Captain, this is a distraction. Let's set our differences aside and focus on what matters. Adrena time must never be revived.
I agree with that.
Adrena time didn't create marauders. Mismanagement did. By now, you realize that Project Gorgan was devoted to a single drug, Adrena time. A drug that hit the market in spite of calamitous side effects. Because they believed it could help Halcyon. I still believe it can. The project was a colossal failure, but you and I are going to revive it from the ashes.
No, we're not. Nope.
What you've seen is the result of Mother's leadership. I have no intention of repeating her mistakes. Mother's journal contains the activation codes for the Adrena time synthesizer, the key to a new Project Gorgan. We're going to start again, and this time with everything Project Gorgan did.
But she doesn't have any money or anything.
R&D, better scientists, clear goals, more funding, and a timeline that makes sense. Who else? Spacer's Choice. After I showed them the error of their ways, the corporation couldn't...
Definitely not doing that.
Project. If I can improve the chemistry, I can fix Adrena time. We can put this colony back on track together.
That is completely insane.
I'll tell you what's insane. Every day, workers slump over from exhaustion. The gears of industry swallow them whole, and no one is coming to help.
So your help is to make them work more.
Break, we can't fit into the schedule. The office with a window we can't afford to build. It's the best this rotten colony can do for people.
Drugs? Drugs is the best you can do?
It's a bandage, not a cure. Halcyon is wounded, and I will do everything in my power to stop the bleeding.
Don't let those bloodless leeches at Spacer's Choice walk you down this perilous path, Wilhelmina. You haven't the fortitude to endure it.
As usual, Mother projects her failures onto me. If she had let me get involved from the start, we might have avoided this calamity altogether. I'd have trusted my team rather than sabotage their efforts. And I wouldn't have stolen their glory when they were on the verge of success.
You don't know what you're talking about. I did everything to support my team. It was Spacer's Choice who betrayed them. But you're nothing more than an empty-headed little social climber. Of course you can't understand.
You see what I mean? Mother is afraid of being outdone by her empty-headed daughter, and she'll do anything to stop me. If I can save the colony and redeem the Ambrose family name, I owe it to myself to try. Mother be damned.
You want to save the colony from its drug problem with more drugs.
Social engineering takes generations, and we don't have the luxury of time. We need to mainline progress into Halcyon's bloodstream. You've seen more of this colony than the average grunt. You know as well as I do that this is a question of survival.
No, it's a question of getting your bottom line pushed. Like that's all this drug was meant to do. Like it was built from the ground up to be like, workers don't need breaks and they can work more hours. Just inject them with more Adrena time.
With Adrena time, we
There
can
it is.
increase worker productivity orders of magnitude above ordinary stems and risk none of the harmful side effects. Imagine if we flooded the market with drugs that actually helped people.
It's not helping people.
We could influence the very business model of Spacer's Choice.
Don't care about that. There it is. Number 2. Halcyon's problem is cruelty, not productivity.
We won't be exploiting workers any longer. We'll be celebrating them, giving them everything they need to succeed.
No, this is madness. The project, the complex, it has to be destroyed, razed to the ground. It's the only way.
Agree.
Gorgan is a cautionary tale. We agree on that much. But if we go into this with open eyes, then history doesn't have to repeat itself. I need that facility online, but I can't do it while Mother's still a problem. By now, she'll have shut down the Gorgan reactor. Deal with her however it suits you, and get that facility back up and running.
Don't do this, Wilhelmina. Minnie, don't make this choice.
Adrena Time is our future. It's bigger than money, bigger than family. It's the colony's best hope.
Return to my family's manor, Captain. Use the executive override code in my journal to activate the NDA protocol for my terminal. It will destroy the Gorgan drug synthesizer and put an end to Adrena Time.
And we'll have to fight Minnie.
My daughter's gotten her hooks into you. I understand. She's always had a knack for manipulating people. But I know you're more than her foolish little puppet. You've survived this long. You have to be more. She will try to force you to fight her. You don't have to. In fact, I would ask you not to. Whatever mistakes she might make, she is still my daughter.
Captain, in light of recent events, I'm putting the manor under lockdown. Until Mother is dealt with, anyone who lands here is presumed hostile. Finish the job.
I don't know either of you. Anything what I do next is for my own reasons. Cut the transmission, we'll see. Wink and make a finger gun at the screen. Get ready to be surprised. I kind of like that. Just... yeah, we're not bringing the synthesizer back online. We will try not to kill Minnie, but yeah, no. No. We don't care about Spacer's Choice or its productivity. Is that guy still down here? Oh. Hey, let's actually take the elevator for once, instead of jumping down. I'm sorry, little guy. You want me to put you out of your misery? There you go.
Stay on your guard, Captain. I think she's expecting us.
She is.
I don't think we're getting a warm welcome this time.
Much for lockdown.
Next searching.
Make him regret it.
I mean, it's not.
Processing data security.
Their mistake.
Alright. Master bedroom keycard.
Dear Wilhelmina,
Doctor's orders.
Mother finds you well. No, that's too stilted. It sounds like I'm writing to request a loan. Dearest Wilhelmina, I regret to tell you, Law, no, that's worse. When have I ever called her dearest? She's my daughter. This should be easy. How can a mother not know how to talk to her own daughter? My love, I can no longer... For your safety, I must... Oh, hell. Even if she despises me for what I had to do, I should still be able to say goodbye. Minnie, I have to leave, and I don't intend to come back. I love you. I'm so sorry.
All right, here we go. Log in. Logs. Morning I gave birth to a healthy child. Ambition. "13, she would have... All she wrote about... Okay. Wait, where's the elevator? I'm confused. Where's the elevator? Oh, it must be downstairs. Okay. Here we go. Olivia's personal lab. Administrator Ludo dead. Yep, yes he is, because he got eaten by a worm.
Expecting a wine cellar.
Ain't nothing good about doing this.
What is blasting you guys? Ah, I see. See, she was already working on stuff down here, it looks like. Oh, Lord. You know what? I'm gonna do something real quick. Let me... where is that? Moderation. Alright. We're gonna just... Give me just a second. And clear chat. Alright. Sorry about that. I just wanted to take care of something before we got any further in. Oh, something happened. Hold on. There we go. Me. Alright, now click on this. There we go. Sorry, my screen messed up a little bit when I clicked off.
Something you need?
Nope, nope, don't need to talk to you. Ambrose projections are indeed encouraging. Without your mother's access codes, we are going to have a beast time warming up the Adrenatime synthesizer. Yep. Lucian Brandcroft. Mr. Bancroft. Any financial projections, chemical plans I've drafted over the years and read them closely. Yep. Ooh, the grinder.
Nice going.
Ah, this is so you can repair your stuff. I was always wondering why they kept putting those things.
Didn't I warn you not to set foot in here until the job was done? You should have listened to my advice. There's nothing to discuss. I can fix Adrenatime without you, and certainly without Mother. You wasted your time coming here, and worse, you wasted mine. But I won't let anything stand in the way of progress. You'll surprise me, Captain. Once we fix the chemistry of Adrenatime, the Marauder problem will simply take care of itself.
No, it won't.
But a lot of folks are gonna suffer in the meantime, and you don't even know if it'll work.
The days of the old Adrenatime are numbered, and Marauders are bound for extinction. Insane people addicted to drugs are Mother's problem. Am I to be held accountable for her mess?
It ain't about who's accountable. Those people are hurting, and they're hurting others. You could help them.
Besides, Mother is determined to ruin everything she touches. First Adrenatime, then our family, and now my ambition. She never gave me a chance, forbade it. I see no reason why she deserves a second one.
And what about you, ma'am? Don't you deserve a chance to fix your troubles with her? Don't you both deserve that?
Mother never let me anywhere near R&D. I was always her incompetent little brat.
You have to have maxed out Persuade in order to convince her to stand down.
Stand down? I think not, Captain. People want to buy clean drugs, and I want to sell them. Under my leadership, Adrenatime will live up to its promise, unlike certain mothers. Adrenatime has already claimed thousands of lives, but I intend to succeed where Mother failed. My drug will be the pride and joy of the Ambrose family. And if we pick up where Gorgan left off, then the human testing phase is well ahead of schedule.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to convince her.
Farewell, Captain. If it wasn't already obvious, you're fired.
Yep. I tried to convince her. But you have to have 150 persuade. Alright. Fortunately, we had to kill her. I rest my fingers on these keys. I read your words. I don't feel any closer to you. You're a stranger, someone who peers out from the cold reflective screen. You should have let me in.
You've finished it, Captain. You've put Gorgan down once and for all. I only wish that Minnie had seen reason. The good we could have done together. Join me for a toast in the drawing room. I do believe you're due a reward.
Stay armed and ready, Captain. I still don't trust her.
Hand to law, Captain. I mean you no harm. Your reasons are your own. I understand. Nonetheless, I owe you my thanks. Let me offer them to you in person. I'll have a drink.
Alright, now we can take the elevator up. Oh, it's a ladder. Just climb a ladder all the way. I think it's probably like right outside. Oh, curious. It doesn't actually exist on this side, so... Oh, there it is. Yeah, no, actually, you could. You could just go down there. Oh, but you can't get up here. Got it. There's actually no way to get there early. Discreet cave.
How'd you do that?
A spade. Nice. It's kind of weird. Like, the only reason you would play this game over again is if you wanted to make the other choices. Because you can change your build at basically any time in the game, with exception of your starting stats. So... like, oh, that's interesting. They're just kind of, oh, they're a hologram. Got it. So it is interesting that, that you can do that, because that means you don't get as much replayability, I feel. But I am glad that the respec is in there, because that's like, oh, I made a big mistake when I was doing these skills. I should probably readjust them.
Captain, I believe a celebration is in order. The Gorgan project is dead, and we are not. To Gorgan, and the grave it now rests in. May the Colossus of Adrenatime never again rise from that dark pit. It's funny. When Spacer's Choice released Adrenatime to the public,
and began the Marauder crisis. And I sabotaged all the Gorgan facilities. I thought that was the end for me. Then you came along and changed everything. I find myself at loose ends now, Captain. What happens next? Maybe I'll find a handsome little bolt hole out there in the aether and endeavor to keep a low profile, as they say. Maybe I'll pick up a soothing, useless hobby, like watercolor painting. Spacer's Choice will want to take their turn at revenge, and I'd rather not be within reach when they do. I'll take it a day at a time. Run when I have to, hide when I can. There's no glory in it, but I'm eager to put those days behind me. Where will the future lead you, Captain? The satisfaction of a job well done isn't enough for you? I'm only joking, of course. Please take this with my thanks. It's not much, but you deserve recognition for your efforts. I know your crew played no small part in this as well. Thank you.
Really? No more prepare to die, little weasel?
You're welcome, ma'am. I hope you take this life and do something better with it.
Halcyon owes you both a tremendous debt. We couldn't undo the damage Spacer's Choice did to the colony, but we stopped them from ever doing it again. Well, it's time we stop looking back and turn our eyes to the stars. I'd expect nothing less from the hero of Gorgan. In any case, I do believe this is the end. Law willing, Adrena time is dead for good, and the Marauders will die out with it. Goodbye, Captain, and thank you again. May the stellar wind be ever at your back.
All right. That leaves just one last thing on our radar. And that's the finale of the main quest. So let's go. Looks like we're probably going to finish up the game today. So I'll have to figure out something to play starting tomorrow. Here we go. You're about to assault Labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of Halcyon Colony. Saves made after this point can only finish the main story on Tartarus. Side quests and downloaded content, DLC, such as Parallel and Gorgan or Murder, will be unavailable for any saves made beyond this point. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now, before you cross the point of no return. Would you like to continue? Okay, actually, before we do that, we are going to do a save right there. So we have a save right before we go into Tartarus. Here we go. Would you like to save? Yes. We'll do another one. A big finale. See how terribly we...
We have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain.
Thanks,
I
Ada.
also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return. I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain, Unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours.
I wonder how many hours that actually, or days.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed. I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees?
Nice.
That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously.
After you're dead, yes.
All right. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the idea of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of
Actually.
Please be a... See you soon.
Oh, I was gonna have her tell us a joke one last time. All right. Non-incorporated Area 17 Wilderness Explain. Oh, okay.
Captain did right by us. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardat. Get our hands dirty.
Somebody toss this garbage out.
Creeping fear.
Oh yeah, they're not ready for us to be max level.
Wasting my time.
Never planned on seeing the inside of this place.
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
Oh boy. Pit access.
Nice of them to leave us a few options.
Oh, interesting. I don't think we've ever seen a medical drone before. Bop. Oof. We don't have to kill everything. I just wanted to take frustrations out on the guards. Yeah, that makes sense. Bunch of vending machines and stuff before we go in. Let's take one last... Oh, 20. I'll take those. Take one last look through what we can... Get up all the adrenos we can. Alright. Transition to the pit. Storage manifest. Canisters. Straitjackets. Architectural records. Okay. Pod 2 error undefined. We're just gonna take this elevator. Ooh, boy, this place is very interesting looking. Wow.
Let's go, troops. Stellar base
There,
calling on us.
there's Zora. I was wondering if we were gonna get other people show up. Iconoclasts. Ooh, did not mean to. I did not mean to hit. Let's just go. I didn't mean to hit them. We saved the Vanoys. There we go. Always check your storage. I mean, there's not really a point to at this point, but we could have used it to sneak around, I guess. Unseal door. Ah, this is where the chairman would be giving speeches. Cameras. Oh, maybe, no, actually maybe they were doing this to film the guy we're after. Up we go. I do like the elevator does not take some of your movement. That is very helpful. Alright, who's gonna help us on this floor? Ah, MSI. Love it. Everyone we've assisted has come to assist us.
Whatever comes of this, I'm just real glad to know you all.
Alright. Time to meet. I'm guessing the final fight. Oh, here we go. Final fight's gonna be with the chairman.
After all you've done, all the work you've destroyed, all the money you've cost me, your misguided crusade has doomed Halcyon. That crackpot's plan is ludicrous. We have steps, action items, budgets, and reports. All he's got is a guilty conscience and lofty dreams. In any other circumstance, I'd admire your boldness. In this one, however, I have only 2 words for you. Fuck off. How dare you? Even thinking about killing the chairman of the Halcyon board is a felony. Thankfully, you're in a prison already. Find the nearest cell and wait until I'm done here. Then I'll drag you to the executioner myself. Is that what you think you're doing? This path of wanton societal disruption? You call that being a savior? I call it sabotage. You know what saboteurs get, Captain? Summary executions. In the next room is the finest automechanical purveyor of death ever made.
Nice.
Try not to scratch the paint with your skull. It was fucking expensive. Absolutely not. Akande was always the sociable one, not me. Need I repeat the magic 2 words?
Ooh, do we get a boss fight with a giant mechanical? Maybe. Definitely a bigger mechanical. It doesn't look giant, though. We can't hack. I'm guessing if we had high enough hacking, we could just shut down. Ah. Oh well. Let's fight. Alright, Ram dead. So much for that. It is very interesting to me that there is only one boss fight. Like, legitimate, like, boss health bar and everything, boss fight in this game. And that's in the first DLC, when we fight the big worm, the queen. Oh, look at this nice office.
After all.
Killed him with an ankle shot. Oh, I guess this is where we make our final decision about Phineas. Oh, maybe not.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You lunatic. You broke into the board's own fortress and killed the chairman just to rescue one doddering old man? You are absolutely out of your mind. And I can't begin to thank you enough. Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse.
Oh, maybe that's what Outer Worlds 2 is going to be? The second half of this story, maybe?
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing.
Oh.
2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. we're entirely on our own. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us? When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Lifetime employment program ruined. OSIT. Oh.
That everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns
I wonder if it's going to go through our decisions.
Starvation. But most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest
Kind of a mixed one there.
likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years.
Okay.
Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs.
Oh no.
It was a dark time indeed. Even the Gorgan asteroid, though a distant enigma to most of Halcyon, felt the aftershocks of your actions. The destroyed Adrenatime synthesizer.
Okay, so we've moved on to the DLCs now.
Of the board's cruelty, and a rallying point for Wells and his scientists as they sought to build a more humane, ethical Halcyon. They cleared the dead from Gorgan's laboratories and repurposed them to aid in the crucial work of solving the colony's nutrition crisis. Gorgan, which had once sown death and destruction across Halcyon, became a source of hope and renewal. The Gorgan Project's final explosive end was bittersweet for Olivia Ambrose. She wandered the colony's fringes alone, searching for others like her who despised the board and meant to destroy them. In time, she found Phineas Wells and his cadre of scientists, and she joined them in their efforts to save Halcyon.
That's a good one.
For a while, she even knew an uneasy peace. But for all that, Olivia found purpose in Wells' project. She was always haunted by the memory of her daughter, Minnie, who hadn't lived to see the better world they were building. She never did forgive herself for the horror her work had wrought on Halcyon. But she remembered fondly the daring captain who'd put an end to it at last. In spite of everything, the Gorgan asteroid remained a sobering reminder of the potential for progress and disaster in humanity's most ambitious efforts. The Rizzo's company in Halcyon dissolved after the collapse of the board. Needless to say, the launch of Spectrum Brown was indefinitely delayed. A stockpile of Spectrum Brown remains buried deep beneath the ruins of the old distillery, abandoned to time and attrition. With the dissolution of the board, Ruth Bellamy found herself without the two constants in her life: Byzantine culture and her sister Belinda. In the face of this new reality, she struggled to find a direction for her life. The colony had moved on from Halcyon Helen and would require new heroes in the years to come. And so Ruth Bellamy decided it was time to exit stage left. She quietly disappeared from public view. The dissolution of the board did not mean the dissolution of the ambitions of Cedric Kincannon, the charismatic leader of Sublight Underground. Cedric offered Slug's transportation services to the newly thawed colonists and set to work ferrying resources and food wherever they were most needed.
Nice.
For better or worse, slug headgear became fashionable in the following years. After a brief attempt at dating Helen as one person rather than two, which both Bertie and Helen found too strange, Bertie struck out on his own to try his hand at raising woolly cows.
Okay.
Many of his former Rangers teammates soon followed, accompanied by the woolly cow the team had originally plied with alcohol. The dairy farm thrived under Bertie's leadership and care. The Dairy Rangers privately believed that the woolly cows softened Bertie's temper considerably, although the only one brave enough to say this to his face was promptly headbutted. Due to the board's dissolution, many of the Prophet's old customers no longer found quite the same value in productivity seminars that they once had. With her business drying up, the Prophet chose to take her followers down a new path. Months later, salvagers on Eridanos found clues leading them to a seemingly abandoned bunker out in the wilderness. Inside, they discovered horribly mangled corpses, sacrificed to a blood-scrawled
Oh my.
sprat-headed deity. The Prophet.
That one was maybe we should have put her in jail.
Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just
Hey, companion time.
People. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had
Fair enough.
so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally
very good.
Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker. And Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly,
There it is, yeah.
The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name. And in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon?
Nice.
Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the
yeah.
Wells never forgot about the human lives
Yeah.
that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer.
Nice.
aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists
That's
were
really good.
successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history,
we got the good ending, I guess. I don't know. I'm guessing this is the good one.
What about you? The unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon. Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
And there we go. We have completed The Outer Worlds. That was really good. I only have like little minor gripes without, and of course the gripe of the one bug that hasn't been fixed since basically it's been reported with the robot thing. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I don't usually go for sci-fi things, but that one was so well done. It stays just as long as it needs to. I don't feel like getting near the end here, I was like, okay, I could go for a little bit more, but they did an excellent job on like making the areas you want to explore them, but you also don't have so much like empty space, right? Once you're moving around, you're always running into something, which is a very smart design choice. All right, we're gonna go ahead and kill that. That's extremely loud. All right, so we're gonna switch over because I want to talk about this game. So yeah, a few of the minor gripes. I wish we could continue leveling our skills past level 36. Just some skill points. I get why, because otherwise you could do everything, but I would still like to get maybe to like 40 or 50 or something like that. The perks were a little lackluster in comparison to the kind of things you get from the Fallout games. Again, I know it's not a Fallout game, but the perks could have been more interesting, especially when we're talking about flaws, which is another gripe that I had. The flaws, I feel like, were not worth it. Like, taking extra damage, those are pretty much the only ones that are worth doing, because you can get perks that are like more armor or more time dilation where you're basically not getting hit, you know, stuff like that. So I think the perks and the flaws hopefully in the second game will get, you know, readjusted, looked at again. I feel like there could be some really cool stuff you could do there. The melee build worked out very well. I think I would probably readjust that character if I was to create them again, to probably have more points in some of the speech stuff, because I feel like we were kind of near the end, we started getting the detriment of, oh, we didn't have a maxed out speech, so we couldn't do what we needed to do to convince people otherwise. But other than that, let's see, was there anything else? Oh, and the items. I feel like the legendary items, I don't know what they were called, the special items that you got, they were cool in name, but more often than not, with maybe like one or two exceptions, were just a named version of a basic weapon. So, you know, it's like, oh, we have the tossball stick, champion tossball stick, that's cool. Oh, this is a signed one, that makes it special. The problem is it was still just a tossball stick, right? There was nothing else to it. And it wasn't very obvious what changed, because it said whenever you get a special item, there's something like powerful about them. I didn't really see any of that. I think the science weapons are cool. Having them scale with perks and science, I feel is a bit much, because then you're taking away, because science skill wasn't used for basically anything. like, in most of our conversations, most of our interactions, science never came up. So I feel like doing that, but still, because the thing is it's not just, oh, the weapon itself, you also have to level up, like, two-handed or one-handed or whatever. Like, I feel like that's a bit much. Like, they should have been like, hey, you could take perks to make these powerful. Kind of basically do what they did with the improvised weapon, where it's like 300% damage. Just basically do that, but for science weapons. I feel like that would have been fine. But that, yeah. So the items were a bit lackluster, unfortunately, for a game where you want to loot and grab anything, at least for me. I think the melee worked really well. I am curious for the people that have played the you know, through with like shooting and stuff, if it is as satisfying or more satisfying than the melee was. But yeah, that's basically the ones I have. And like I said, they're very minor. I would not, if somebody was asking about this game and being like, oh, would you recommend it? I would definitely say yes. I feel like it knows exactly what it's trying to do, and it does that. The decisions you make, I guess I don't like the idea that the decisions are basically all at the end of every quest line. So basically at the end of every planet or whatever, you get to make a big decision. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that. I would have liked to make some smaller decisions throughout that might have influenced it, but I get why they do that. The DLCs are really good. I do feel like the corporation's bad message gets through about halfway through the game, and then it's just kind of repeated through some of the side content. But overall, I really enjoy that. If you can get that game and you haven't played already, and you're a fan of, I would say if you're a fan of New Vegas, it definitely gives a lot of New Vegas vibes. But sci-fi. Even if you're not a fan of sci-fi, I would definitely give it a try too. I'm not a fan of sci-fi, but I really enjoyed that. I liked the characters, the companions were great. I love that the world interacted with your companions, and your companions interacted with the world and each other, like both on the ship and off the ship. Like there was a lot of really cool interactions there. I feel like Parvati, her story is the one that got the most love, because I feel like Felix's story and Nyoka's, like both of their stories were more like, hey, go deal with this problem. Cool, problem's dealt with. They like you. That's it. That was like their story. I feel like those could have been shown a bit more love. The Vickers, Max's stuff was, I would say, about on the edge. It was really interesting to watch him, you know, deal with his demons in a like physical form, but his was also kind of just to solve this problem real quick. Sam, I don't even know if Sam had a quest. I think he was just the, if you want someone who does damage, here you go, robot. Ellie's was nice. It got to talk about the topic of revenge isn't always, you know, well, revenge isn't worth it, and it never turns out like you think it will. So she thought she was gonna like storm in and ruin, you know, her parents' ideal thing, and instead she was just told to go away because they didn't care or want her around anymore. And you know, it's rough. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I would recommend that. I am excited for Outer Worlds 2 whenever that's going to release, probably in the next few years. I hope they take their time. I hope they really don't just like cut and then, you know, plop most of Outer Worlds 1 in that. I hope they'd spend the time that they did designing these worlds. I hope they spend a bit more time with the perks and the items to make those fun and interesting, because they could really go all in with some of this stuff. And I hope they do. I hope they really do. But I really enjoyed that. It's getting a bit late to start a new game, so I think we're going to go ahead and call the stream early today. I will get this VOD chopped up so you can watch the entire playthrough. I will figure out what we're going to play tomorrow. I was not expecting to be done today. I was expecting to be finished tomorrow, but that's fine. And then we'll have a week and 4 days. So we have a week and 4 days until we start our 100 Days of Horror. Starting Monday, I'm going to put something in the title I think the titles are down there now, or up there, depending on how you're watching it. But I'm going to put something in the title that's going to be like 100 horror. It's going to have a little exclamation point. I'll make a thing so people can come in and chat and post it, and it can pop up so I don't have to answer it, or, you know, so people can read it instead of see it. But we'll be starting that October 1st. So I hope you'll join us for that. I did remember to take off sub-only mode, so thankfully I remembered that today. Sorry for the guy who came in and posted terrible things. I got to him as quick as I could with the ban, and then I added a whole bunch of blocked terms. So hopefully we can stop that kind of stuff from happening. I don't know what it is about the internet and anonymity that makes people believe that they can just be garbage human beings, but it is what it is. We'll deal with it how we can. Thankfully, I was able to just quickly alt-tab and handle that. But anywho, I hope you enjoy this. I really did. If you did enjoy this and you haven't already, please hit the follow button. That follows free and helps the channel out tremendously. We're currently working to a goal of 200 followers. We are at 168, I believe. Yes, we are at 168 of 200. So we need 32 more followers, and we'll be at our 200 goal. And then I might do something special when we hit 200 followers. We did something special for 100. We might do something special for 200. It depends on when we hit it. But yeah, so we're working on that goal. So please talk to your friends, talk to your family, bring them in. We're family friendly here. We try to keep it as family friendly as possible. Obviously, the games have other plans, but we will be playing some horror games, which I'm sure will be fun for everybody to watch. Also, if you're not aware, I do have a TikTok that I am posting motivational quotes on. It's MaskofGames TV, because MaskofGames was apparently taken. So you can find that there if you're interested in motivational quotes or what I spend some of my evening doing. I'm going to be probably posting some of the spooks and scares that happen throughout our 100 Days of Horror on there. I'm also probably going to try to make a couple of videos about it and have those on YouTube. Might try to spend some time with the YouTube and get all of our videos moved over and put onto YouTube so that you can watch them there as well. Everything for your pleasure and leisure, if you will. But anyways, if you want to catch the beginning of this or any of our other playthroughs, including our playthrough of the Fallout series with DLCs, you can find that down in the VODs. We go live the same time every single day, 10 a.m. Central Time, US. If you're not sure what time that is for you locally, go down to the panels. You'll see an extension that tells you when we go live for your time zone. Does the math, so you don't have to. While you're down in the panels, you can also look slightly off to the right, I believe, down and right, and you will see a laundry list of the possible games we will be playing for the 100 Days of Horror. I don't know if we'll play all of them. It depends on how long they are. We might get through all of them, we might not. But there's at least a list of the ones that I have. There's a couple caveats to that list. Like, I don't have the Silent Hill series on there, but that is a potential. I think for December we might do at least start of the month and do that. We'll see. We'll see where we're at. Also, Phasmophobia is not on the list, and we definitely will be playing that on occasion. PT, which I think I am intending. Hopefully it works. I'm intending to possibly play PT on Halloween. I think that would be fun. Halloween game. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. Usually we go a bit longer than this, anywhere from 4.5 to 5 hours, but I got some stuff I need to work on, and it's a bit late to jump into something new. So I hope to see you next time. Remember to take care of yourself mentally and physically. Remember to stay hydrated. Very important. Very, very important. Stay hydrated. And as always, remember, we can make the world a better place. And all you have to do is be kind. Bye-bye. Ooh.